We'll see you Monday, Alexa. Tomorrow's Saturday, but you're welcome to come in tomorrow if you want. We won't be here. 8:32, the queen of radio, Wendy Williams, went back to where it all began for her first interview to break her silence about her current situation. Listen.
I am not cognitively impaired, you know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying? This system is broken, you know, that this system that I'm in, you know, this system it has falsified a lot. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Look, my life is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I've been with this guardian person for 3 years. For 3 years of my life, look, I'm
Are you
isolated.
listening to this or?
I feel like I'm in prison.
Okay, here we go. After appearing on The Breakfast Club, Wendy also called into the Don Lemon Show. She clearly has a lot to say and is asking for the public's help. So Jazzie Bell, she knows Wendy personally, and she's joining us right now this morning to share her thoughts on these interviews. So good morning, Jazzie. Good to see you.
Hey, Jazzie.
Good morning. Hey, guys. How are you guys?
Great. Obviously, you listened in. Everyone, including Wendy and her niece, are saying that she is not cognitively impaired. So you listened to the whole interview. What's your impression after all that?
My impression is that Wendy Williams is of sound mind. She sounds very cognitive. She seems to be conscious of who she is, her surroundings, and she seemed to be doing much better than what we saw with the Lifetime documentary. So again, my impression is that Wendy is doing much better. She sounds like she's in her right mind.
And she really describes the conditions that she's in within that facility here in New York. You know, and last month, Wendy attended her son's college graduation in Miami. But during yesterday's interview, she claims that her guardian actually limits her contact with her family, right? That she can't just leave. It's her father's 94th birthday soon, and she wants to go, and she's not even sure she can do that, right? So can you give us more details about what it takes to get in and out of the facility, phone calls, so on and so forth?
Yeah, Wendy said in the interview that she's not able to see her family. Again, Alex, her niece, said that they've been struggling with this for 3 years. She only is able to call out. She's not able to receive calls. And when it comes to leaving, she's not able to leave. People are only able to see her. What I will say, and this may be an unpopular opinion, me having someone that is a loved one that struggled with alcoholism, us family members and friends, we are equipped to help Wendy the way that we want to. And like I said before, it's obvious that there's some improvement. Now, I'm not saying that the system isn't broken. I believe that she should be able to see her family more frequently than what her niece said, where she saw her maybe once or twice last year. I think that's ridiculous. So I think there needs to be a fine medium to find out exactly what works best for Wendy. Because to be honest with you, she does seem like she's in her right mind, but in comparison to last year, you guys, it didn't look too good for Wendy.
No.
We saw in the documentary how it was enabling her, being yes men, you know, publicists drinking with her in hotel restaurants, at the bar with her, knowing that she was open about her struggles with alcoholism. So I say something's working for Wendy. Maybe because, like I said, I saw it personally, and personally for me, I said, I wish I could snatch my loved one and lock them up so they can't be able to get to the alcohol, so they can't be able to hurt themselves. So a part of me feels something's working for her, and a part of me definitely is siding with the family and feel like she should be able to see them more and communicate with them better.
Well, let's remind folks. So the docuseries was a year ago already. Where's Wendy Williams? It aired on Lifetime. Like you said, we saw this very frail and confused Wendy. Can you remind folks, how did she end up in that facility where she is right now with all this limited access?
Right. So Wendy was diagnosed with dementia, which we all know deals with memory loss, and aphasia, which deals with language disorder. It was difficult and hard for her to communicate. And we saw all this unfold on the Wendy Williams show. And recently reports came out that she was cognitively impaired and Lord, excuse me. But as again, we see that she's doing better. But because those reports came out, they're trying to say this is the reason why we have to have her put, you know, away the way that she is for her own safety. Now, Sabrina Morrissey is her legal guardian, which her character is being questioned right now. And to be honest with you, I can honestly say that I understand why people are questioning her because she's suing Lifetime because she didn't like the way that she was being depicted. She didn't She said that Wendy Williams was against her will for doing it. Lifetime is countersuing her, saying, no, you're just mad because of the backlash that you're getting from people that you aren't handling this legal guardianship the right way. So with that being said, I am looking at this particular guardianship and this particular guardian's side eye. So this is the reason why she's in a situation now, is because I feel because of the documentary and because of us.
And it's really the first time that folks have heard from Wendy Williams and talk in a lengthy period of time, right? The interview was over 30 minutes long. And she did talk about how she was portrayed by her guardian, these are Wendy's words and her niece's words, that she was incapacitated and not cognitively impaired and couldn't form a sentence, right? So we heard something a little bit different there yesterday. The question now is, what can be done, right? So Wendy put out a call, and she had her niece kind of do it, saying, you know, hashtag free Wendy. We saw this very similar to the Britney Spears thing, where the public outcry kind of enforced some change. So where do you see it going? What can people who are fans of Wendy do?
Well, her family and friends are asking people to promote the hashtag Free Wendy. They're also asking for people, which they said is going to be starting a change.org petition for Wendy. And they're also looking to possibly start a GoFundMe, because in an interview, Wendy said she only had $15 to her name. And we know Wendy is worth more than that and should be able to get to her funds better than just having $15. So that's what the family is hoping for, that they can build awareness around it, like you said, Dan, as it pertains to Britney Spears, how everybody rallied behind her. We're hoping that people can just put the message out there more and show support for Wendy. And again, I'm hoping that the system can do a better job with taking care of Wendy. I want what's best for Wendy. And if being in this facility and being monitored the way that she is, great, but please don't let her go without seeing her loved ones and her family. I think that's most important as well.
Yeah, that seems inhumane. Jazzy Bell, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Great to see you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Good to see you.